We are currently on part 34, and today we're just doing stuff. I don't know what. Probably just terracotta and glass, and we'll get the last of the shulker shells. But other than that, I don't know. Might do some base work. Who knows? Regardless, we've still just in the process of getting everything done, so still just taking a bit of time, but we'll get it done. Uh, Let me see how many. I gotta make sure they get the dies too. Yeah. Go ahead and pull out the die box really quickly. Oh, I know where I put it. Wait. One in this one, it was in the one by the wood farm where I put all the extra bone meal. I need more for the shulker boxes, so because we're gonna be getting the dies for them too today. Because we already got them, I just had to put them in the double chest, but I'll have to actually stop by the raid farm and use it at some point because I need more gunpowder. Or maybe today I'll make a creeper farm or something. Who knows? It might be good to have something like that. I am always in need of gunpowder. But maybe we'll worry about that for another day. It's not really too important right now. But yeah, big stuff today is just getting our glass and terracotta like I've discussed, and then getting the rest of the shulker shells for this project. And then I think otherwise too, we'll start doing a lot of the trimming on this stuff, so like more of the wood on certain parts. Like these parts can kind of be dirt or some other block, but a lot of the very big parts can be like wood for the trim. Add some kind of a consistency or something to it. Then maybe we'll start trying to get a bunch of different color terracotta. That ought to be fun. Shouldn't really take too long either. Here we go. Go ahead and put the red dye in the corner, so. But yeah, any of our spare shulker boxes we have in here, we'll go ahead and dye them with the appropriate color, and then start filling them up and all that. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I think for today we'll go ahead and get that. We'll go get those shulker shells first, and then we'll start work on the other bits. Maybe I'll go get some gunpowder again too at nighttime. Who knows? I do need a good chunk of it, so. Oh, I also did find earlier today too like a really simple like wither skeleton skull, or not, excuse me, a wither rose farm rather. And I've done something very similar in the past in my other world where it was just like a bunch of snow golems in like a very small spot in the end, and then you spawn in the wither and it explodes, and then that usually kills all the snow golems because I poison them too and all that. So we're gonna be doing something similar to that, but there's a way to like automate it a lot more, where like it's self-renewable as long as you have like enough shears and dispensers and all that. because you can like actually take the pumpkin off of a spawned snow golem and then put it onto another one, so you can like recycle them infinitely. And then whenever a snow golem dies, they drop snowballs too, so you can like recycle those, and then you could just have like a snow golem that's just kind of sitting there if you ever needed to farm snow. So it should be able to make a really like simple like wither rose farm. And then if I ever wanted to turn it off per se, I just would stop spawning golems and I'd go kill the wither and then like go get a free nether star. So it's at least, you know, I really I'm only gonna be using it for like black dye unironically. So we're turning down the music a little bit. But yeah, it'll kind of double as a black dye farm because, well, you don't really need wither roses for anything, honestly, other than a wither skeleton farm. Or if I did actually want to make an automated like shulker farm, they would help, but I would only need like 3, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. We were gonna go fucking. Oh, Jesus, sorry. I'm a little confused right now. We were gonna go get shulker shells first and then do terracotta mining. Mainly because I don't actually have the boxes on hand, so we're gonna go get these shells first and then we'll go mining, so I just kind of blanked out there. I was going the right way the first time. And it's not like it's that big of a time loss. I mean, go pretty fast down here. There we go. There we go. I'll have to put staircases in here at some point. I've been meaning to do that for a long time. I just haven't gotten around to it. But I really should. But we're here for about a like a stack and 8 of shulker shells, so it'll probably be another like 45 minutes or something until I can get all those, and then we'll go mine that terracotta and the glass. And once we get those, we don't have to come back to the shulker shell farm anymore. So once we get all that stuff, then we can work on the base for today. It won't be anything too crazy, just some little bits like start maybe getting some like shit planned out for buildings or things of that nature. So nothing really too crazy, but gotta have something done. Electric durability is pretty good. I still got a spare ender chest, got my box of other stuff, and yeah. I got a spare totem on me, right? Yep. I'm starting to carry 2 now, like one in my offhand and like another like spare one in my just somewhere in my inventory, because if I ever like did end up needing to pop one and I didn't have a spare one, because if you need to pop one, usually you fucked up so bad that like you're probably gonna need another one. So it'd be better to have like an extra 1 or 2 in there, and then I can like break open the ender chest really quick to go get the others. But I think the only time it would ever be like that comically bad is if like I was in the nether and I was in lava, or also if I was in the void. But I mean, I can't do nothing about that if I'm in the void without an elytra. Like that's just it. So but I think the other thing is like if I'm in the nether and I end up staying in lava for too long without fire resistance and it ends up like killing me, then I pop one and then I just try and like get to the get to the floor. I got enough stuff in place. I got enough plans for like things like that, so I really shouldn't have anything to worry about dying one. Like again, I'd have to really screw up for it to be an issue. So luckily, that hasn't had to. I haven't had to think about that yet. So nothing to really worry about. But we're gonna be getting about 70 shulker shells today instead of our normal stack. That's a good start at least. And I guess let's just get to it. So right now I've only been streaming for 10 minutes flat. So we'll kind of see how long it takes at the end to get 70 of them. I kind of want to know too how like actually fast this thing is, like realistically. And they're teleporting a lot today though. Normally they just sit there and take it, but this time around I guess not, which, yeah, fair enough. I'll get better at aiming one day, but I guess it ain't today. I went up to the second floor. No shell drop. Odds are I probably won't be streaming tomorrow, and if I do, it'll be fairly late because, you know, I've got an exam I need to study for, and I've also got homework. Well, not really homework. I've got a class I have to actually go to, so probably won't be really doing anything tomorrow. So I gotta get ready. And this guy better teleport. But it's not too big of a deal. Although I might not, depending on it, I might not stream Tuesday either, but that one's kind of more up in the air because I have 2 classes that day, so. And one of them's at like 3 and the other one's at 9 in the morning. They're like pretty spread out. I was gonna take that day to do a bunch of homework and all that, so. Yeah, we're about a ninth of the way there or so. A little more than that. We gotta get 70 this time. We already got 80. Where you went? Second floor. Third. Third. But yeah, I have to make sure I actually study for my exam because I haven't studied for it as much as I really should. So I'm gonna have to spend quite a bit of time tonight and I guess tomorrow just going over all that stuff. I don't think it'll be too bad, but I still have to be careful because I'm trying to get an A in that class. But if I get a B, I get a B, but don't want to cut it too close if I can help it. I got like an 86 or something in there right now, so. probably switch these out. Rude. Rude. Already a little less than a quarter of the way there, so we're doing pretty good. Getting lucky with a lot of drops this time. Although there's usually some dry spells at some point. But it can't last forever, but hope it does. Elytra should be pretty much fixed up, so that's good. It is, that's cool. That one didn't drop any, but we've already gotten 24, so we're getting there. Where did he go? Hopefully this doesn't start like a bad streak or something, because, you know, would appreciate it if it didn't. And it looks like it is. Great. It's not even, it's just about to be 10 minutes and we've already gotten 26 shells, so this is pretty effective, honestly. It'll probably only take about half an hour or so in total, so only another like 20 minutes for all of them. We're on a pretty good pace right now. Little less than halfway there. Just another, I don't know, 38 shells or so, or more like 44, I think. Something like that. Either way, we don't have too much more. Well, we're only halfway, but you know what I mean. Not honestly too terrible. I think I'm gonna switch out my my pickaxes with my totems to try and heal. So because I don't really have to worry about dying because they're just shulkers and I've got really good armor. So if I do feel like I'm in a bad spot, then I can just switch really quickly. Oh, there was a shell that dropped from that earlier one. Let's go grab that real quick. There we go. This one might be a little bit more stubborn. Nope, pretty good. This one might be stubborn though. Yep, might have to go heal it. We'll let it hit itself one more time, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. Come on. There we go. So they heal about 10 HP on my tools, so I should only have to kill another like 20 to get this fully fixed up. And I'll have to fix up the shovel too at some point. But I think we'll do that at the either the raid farm or the trading hall. And I don't even need to per se. It just would help. I might have double clicked that lever. I'm a little worried. Yep, I did. Oh, where's the first floor? Ah, they both went to the first floor. How cool. Oh, one of them killed themselves. Huh. That's funny. Still dropped a shell, which is nice. Come on. Might be in a weird spot, so I might have to heal it. Oh, it teleported. But it's just now been 15 minutes and we've already got 46. So about 45 every 15 minutes. So that'll be 180 per hour, which is 90 shulker boxes an hour. That's pretty solid. Like, considering this thing was like actually pretty easy to set up, I don't mind it at all. But we're already about 3/4 of the way to our goal, so we have about 70 shells, so I need like a stack in 6. Might get a stack in 10 just to be safe too, because I'd rather not come back here for like 3 shells or something. So. But we're getting there. Oh, come on, you couldn't have gone back earlier. Alright, cool. Keep doubling back too much. And then it's like, it's open, and it could be hit. Alright, nope, we're healing it. I'm doing it. I have to say, there's no way I'm running out of these, but no, I'm not. And this one's being stubborn too, which, yay, have fun. And he keeps dinging himself. They're basically in a full diamond when they're closed like that, but it still does damage them over time, which is what I'm worried about. Okay, got lucky and it actually did close. I haven't had to actually like reposition it back in or anything yet, which is good, because that usually wastes quite a bit of time. We're almost there, probably about another like 16 or so, and we should have it. After this next shulker, we'll have our pickaxe all fixed up, so that's good. Just our Silk Touch 1, and then we'll fix up the Fortune 3 pickaxe too. Here we go. It did actually clone. There we go, I got the pickaxe fixed up. We'll just repair like the axe and the and, like my hoe, because I'll leave the shovel, well my other shovel too, I'll leave them for the villagers and all that. Just because I don't think there's something I can get really fixed up, because I don't have a lot of spells I have left to get, so. Not that I have to get them all fixed up in one sitting, but, you know, just be less work for me to do. Yeah, we'll just fix the hoe really quick, because I only need 4 more of them. And after this, we'll go ahead and get the shovels repaired. Oh, that one actually flew through. That's kind of rare. Normally that's not supposed to happen. Although I have had it happen before when it's at the wrong distance, so technically it is still possible, but it's, you know, pretty rare. Luckily it's not really too big of a deal. And we're already almost done, so nothing to worry about there. Hey, we got our stack, so we just need another, I'd say 10 should probably do, and then we'll head back, so that'll be good. Yeah, we got our stack in like about 25 minutes or so. So it's pretty respectable. And about half an hour for a stack of about half an hour for a stack of shells, that certainly ain't too bad. And then we shouldn't have to come back here for a very long time. I can reuse these boxes too afterwards, but I just need a lot of them now because I need to actually be able to store all the materials. And it'll be easier to move them too when I actually do figure out where I want to build this thing. So I know it needs to be in an ocean, and I want it to be in the ocean, like next to my actual base that I'm living at. But I have to actually figure out if it's large enough to handle it, because I need about a 600 by 600 like square like footprint to be able to put all this stuff in. I'm putting in the big one first, and then we're gonna fill it up completely, and then we're gonna do the 4 smaller ones at a much later date after we've got the big one all done. So I have to make sure I have enough space to expand, because I don't want to like flatten like an entire continent for this thing if I can avoid it. And plus, it would be better to do it in an ocean because it's actually like deeper. So it's not like it would just be in like a lake. Basically, is how shallow it would be. If I'd hollow out a continent. I don't want to hollow out anything underwater if I can help it. But it'll be different if I get more sponges. But even then, it's still quite a task. A big task. Only 4 more shells and we'll be good. So. Only another 3. And yeah, we've gotten 2 of them that time. It hasn't been half an hour yet even, although we're only about 3 minutes away from that, so it's right on schedule more or less. So. Here we go, and our hose all fixed up, that's cool. Not the luckiest right now though, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. So just 1 more and we'll be out of here, so that's good. Nope, not it. I'm gonna go ahead and put the totem back. And we got it, alright. We got 74 shulker shells, so we're out of here. Give me a second here. I gotta text my mom real quick. But we'll go ahead and get our shovels fixed up, and then we'll just you know, go mine some terracotta, go mine some sand. I'll probably make all these into boxes and dye them too. So we'll go get the shovels fixed first. And I'm going to stay up there because I actually have to fly out. Yeah, that should be the last time we're back here, so hopefully I don't have to come back here ever again. So I don't mind coming here, but I always get a little bit iffy about flying over the void, but it should be fine. When I usually have enough stuff in place, like I got like ender pearls, and well, I don't have a water bucket on me right now, but you know, I have enough just in case something does happen where I should be able to recover from it. It'd be cool if you could make like a potion of levitation or something. Like you use like a shulker shell to make it, which is kind of like a lot, but you know, something like that. Because if you'd like just have like a guaranteed way to rise back up out of the void, that would be cool. Also, would make the how did we get here advancement like a lot easier because you wouldn't have to bring one in, but it'd be cool. I don't think they'd ever add something like that, but they haven't added a new potion type in a while, haven't they? In a long time. Wonder if they're still working on that luck effect, but I doubt it. Who knows? But yeah, all we'll do today is we'll just go get our shovels fixed up and our axe too. We'll go craft all these into shulker boxes, and then we'll we'll just kind of get started on dyeing all those boxes, all that kind of stuff. Oh, nothing too hard, luckily. Yeah, let's go grab those emeralds and see how it goes. Although I have got to get more. Bruh. Can't believe I butchered that one. There we go. That's a little better. Oh, we'll buy some glass while we're here. Here we go. That's one shovel. I'll go ahead and get some of this glass put away in a spare box for now. I actually got a spare box, duh. Should still have some paintings, yeah. Oh, and I'll grab my, I should have my other shovel in here. We'll get that fixed up too. Yeah, it's not too bad. That's pretty much everything, so. Here we go. We're all good on that front, and yeah. We'll grab the rest of the glass too, because they should have restocked. Let's see. Here we go. Alrighty, we're out of here. I'll go ahead and get all these shulker boxes crafted, and then we'll just kind of go put everything away. And yeah. Stays on me. Take these back. And we should be good to go. So what I'll do is I'll go pick up 4 stacks of logs, because I have them all from the tree farming I did not too long ago. And we'll just bring them in with me to the base so I can actually put them away easier. And we'll just make you know, shulker boxes. A lot of them. I've already got 2 stacks left over from the other farming that we've done. Because, I have spent the last couple of days farming shulker shells, so we'll get all the boxes dyed and put away into their appropriate chests and all that, and then we'll just kind of bring some with us and we'll get started. So should hopefully start nearing the end of this within a couple weeks or something. Like we should have all the materials done by, I'd have to guess, like the end of next week is a reasonable amount of time, and then and again that's not set in stone or nothing, but reasonably I should be able to get this done in a couple of weeks. So building it's going to be the harder part because you can't place it down as fast as you can like mine it, so that one's going to be a little bit harder to do. There we go, we got 4 stacks of logs. Should be plenty of chests. Here we go. So 3 stacks and 14, so we'll make a stack and 32, which is 96, and then another 7, it's 103. So we did overshoot it a tiny little bit, and then we also obviously have we also got all the spare ones in here already, so we've actually well exceeded it, which is great because, that means I don't have to do too much more. Let's see, we'll do that, and then chest. There is one thing I need to do. This has to, I gotta move this around just a little bit. Because I think I should be able to, like, put it here for right now. And then, shulker box. There we go. And then I just go ahead and do something like this. There we go. And take another one of these. And we make some more chests. And then we make more boxes. Here we go. There we go. And we only need 7 chests here, so nothing too crazy. I'd made 8, I'm pretty sure, so yeah. Alright, sweet. So we've got all of our shulker boxes now. All of them. And we're gonna go ahead and dye a bunch of them too, after I get some of this stuff put away. That should be fine, and I have some extra food that needs to be put away too. And we'll go ahead and move the crafting table back. Here we go. Alrighty. Oh, and I do actually have all my spare stuff in here. All that extra glass and red terracotta. So what we'll do is we'll take our white dye, we'll take these boxes that we already own, go ahead and dye these. So it's just kind of a pain. And my keyboard's not working right now either. Now I'm holding down shift. Okay, that's not funny. And then we'll go ahead and dye these red as well. Yep, all these are red terracotta boxes. Cool. I wish there was a faster way to dye these, to be honest, but I don't think there's really anything I can do to speed it up. So we'll just get it done, and then I won't have to do this again for a while. Or ever. I'll have to take a nap after this stream because I have to make sure I stay up till like 7 a.m. Because I also need to use that time to study too instead of waking up at 7. Because I'm planning on taking my exam pretty early in the morning. Just because I need to get out of the way because I do have class at like 6 p.m. tonight. Or not tonight, tomorrow night rather. Today's not actually Monday yet. So I have to make sure I get that exam done and then, then I have to go back to bed so I can get ready for class and all that fun stuff. Luckily, it shouldn't be too bad. Probably won't be too bad. I think she gives practice questions. This is one of the nicer teachers who actually gives good practice questions, so I can kind of get a rough feeling for what's on the exam. I haven't taken an exam for her class since like late February, and that always kind of worries me too because I haven't exactly studied for an exam for her class in a while. But on account of only having to take 3, so theirs is only my second one. But we've got all of our red shulker boxes now, so we'll go ahead and get the white ones, and won't be too much longer. But I'm just a little stressed out about it because I had to take 2 exams like last week, and then I got to take this one tomorrow, and then I got another one next week I have to study for. So it's all just kind of one thing after another, and then I have final exams I need to study for too. That'll be fun. Especially the ones that are cumulative finals. Not looking forward to that. But that's not really important right now. I got plenty of time. Usually take about like 5 hours or so to study. I do it at like the weirdest fucking hours because I don't do it during the day. Although I probably should. But it's alright. Come on, here we go. Alright, so that's all of our shulker boxes died. Well, technically all of them, but well, not really. We have to just dye some of these other ones light gray, just so they're consistent. We have no light gray dye pretty much, so we have to go make some. Won't be too hard, I got tons of oxeye daisies. I'll just turn a whole stack of that. And we'll go ahead and get these boxes turned into light gray boxes. And yeah, we'll be set. So now all I have to do is fill up all 50 or all 100 of those boxes with their appropriate materials, and then we actually get to start building. Which building is something I'm not going to be able to do in a single day either. I'll have to get more terracotta later. I'm just trying to get all this. This is all just for the sphere for now. And then I have to get the column at some point at a later date. And then once I get the column, because I also have to dig it out too, which is the other hard part. Once I get all that stuff done, then we can start building it. Like we'll build that city I've been talking about. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, it shouldn't be too bad to build. I have to like have kind of a when I have to put myself on a schedule like I'm doing with this stuff for right now, in order to make sure I actually do get it done and I don't like, I'm not like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow or I'm gonna do it another time. Or I'll do like half of it and no, I gotta like actually stick with it for a bit just to make sure it actually gets done properly and fully. 'Cause I don't want this to take like the rest of my life pretty much for like an extremely long amount of time. That's crazy. But let's just go ahead and oh wait. I know some of these red terracotta boxes I borrowed from. Same thing with one of these glass boxes. I ended up borrowing from them to do stuff, so we're just going to take 3 at the bottom. Actually, no, we'll take 3 at the top. There we go. 2, 3. Alrighty, cool. So we'll go ahead and get these filled up with terracotta and sand, and then we should be good. Let's go check on our furnaces. How we doing here? Got all of our buckets back. We got some more glass smelting. We'll go ahead and restock really quickly just to make sure that the rest of that finishes smelting. Here we go. Yeah, making lava renewable like this is an absolute godsend for like super smelters, because man, it helps, dude. Means I don't have to pretty much worry about anything when it comes to fueling this stuff anymore. I was gonna just use a bunch of coal blocks from the Wither Skeleton farm. That means I'd also have to use the Wither Skeleton farm. And yeah, it works, and it does work pretty decently, but I don't like using it because I just got to sit there and like actually do stuff, but to check back in on it. It's like, yeah. Not that I'm ever gonna make a fully AFKable one or nothing, but it's not really that big of a group, to be honest. Oh, we'll actually, we'll go ahead and take these back and we'll switch them out with some of the white boxes that we have now. So these ones can just go in here. And then we'll take 2 of these. Here we go. That's one of them done. We've also almost got enough for the next box too, so we're getting close. I say we're getting close, I mean we're getting close to that one. We still have like, you know, 46 something like shulker boxes to go, I think. Oh no, I was being too mean. We only have 44 shulker boxes to go. How lovely. And then we got like 42 of red terracotta, so let me double check that I have these. Yep, we're all good. Got a spare ender chest, got firework rockets, elytra's good. Both my shovels and all that other stuff's a good durability. And we should be ready to go. And we'll start work too on some base stuff a little bit later today after I get all this terracotta and glass. So once we get all that stuff done, we'll kind of do some of the outlining on some parts of this mountain, because some of these should be buildings, but some of it I do use to kind of provide support for the actual grass. So like those big bulky parts have to have wooden logs for support to some extent, because it is unnatural, and that's kind of the point of that stuff, is to look unnatural, but it has to be supported in a way that kind of makes some sense. Like the like all those wooden logs that I already have with the stone and the cobblestone too, they're just there for like support beams, and then like, I guess they kind of help to like hold in place like the actual walls or whatever. You know what I mean, to like some extent. So the other part of it too is like I want to get those in place first, and then I can figure out if I want to replace most of the dirt with like colored terracotta. I get like a bunch of different types of colored terracotta, so it's like really vibrant, or if I want to just like texture the dirt with like brown concrete powder or coarse dirt or things of that nature. I think soul sand could kind of work, or soul soil too. But it's either I need to figure out if I want to like texture stuff, or if I want to like texture stuff and just straight up use like a bunch of different color. Because color is important to have in a build like that. I think there is some parts though where there shouldn't be color, but I have yet to figure out where there shouldn't be. But I got plenty of time, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get our 3 boxes of red terracotta and another 3 of sand, and then we'll go start work on that stuff. Should be up over here. Somewhere like right in there. Yep, there's our beacon beam. And we'll actually stay awake during the nighttime so I can try and farm some gunpowder too while I'm at it. With the creepers and all that. Just so that way I might get a couple more fireworks. I'm gonna need them. I don't want to risk running too low on them either. And I have been just kind of using without replenishing at the raid farm. I have to make sure that's taken care of. But we'll go ahead and we just go ahead and get started. Not much more else to say. Get these. There we go. I should, yeah. Again, we can dye terracotta red if absolutely necessary, but I would like to hold off from that if I can for a while, because, you know, it's a little bit of a pain. And I got all the dyes for it, so, but most of it should be mined because I don't have all of the dyes. I've got enough for 8 shulker boxes of red terracotta, but I should probably save that more towards the end. Although it's not, well, because then I can use the Wither Skeleton farm for bones, and then get 3 bone meal per bone, so a shulker box of bone meal. And then I just like use an entire shulker box worth of bone meal on some rose bushes to farm those. And that gets me 2 boxes of dye, which is another like 16 boxes of red terracotta, because it's 8 terracotta, like normal terracotta, and then like and then the dye, and that's how you get all the colored terracotta. So it shouldn't actually be too far out of my reach, even if I do have to recolor it. So it wouldn't be too bad either way. Because I am kind of I don't know how much longer I can mine without getting too far from the beacon beam, which is why I have to start thinking about this. I don't want to have to move the beacon. Like if I gotta move the beacon, I gotta move the beacon, but I'm pretty sure I can avoid that. Probably. But we're not worried about that for right now. Because instead we're gonna go ahead and mine we're gonna go and beef with some creepers and get some gunpowder hopefully. Although we'll see how well that one turns out. If I can get anything to spawn. I guess we'll take the time too to see if there's any like red patches up on the surface. And hey, see, there's already actually a band, so it's close enough to the beam. But yeah, creepers are pretty easy to spot up here, so might as well try and enjoy it while I still can. Man, I'm bad at aiming today, huh? Oh well. Not that it matters. Fucker, get out of here. Be gone with you. Oh shit, man. Very rude, not cool. I was wondering what that noise was. Now I know. I guess to be fair, I was in the end for a long time. Oh no, I'm not about to lose my world to something stupid like that, so... Not that it could even kill me, I'm not wearing an elytra, so I'm pretty safe. What? Come on. Ah, yes, the good old funny spider with a potion effect. Look at him go. Thorns. Yeah, I need to be a little careful though. I got 2.5, so if something happened and the creeper blew up, it would actually like pop my totem or get really, really uncomfortably close to doing it. So I don't want to take too much risk. But I mean, 52 gunpowder is a very nice and like reasonable amount, so makes it a little less than 3 stacks of fireworks. So I'm pretty happy with that. Hey, Phantom. Wondering when those were gonna be back. Oh, get rid of that. Okay, so we got over a stack. That's pretty good. Should be able to get some more though. It's still nighttime out. Oh, it's starting to turn daytime, so we'll go ahead and just get back under here where it's pretty safe and we'll go to sleep. Sounds like I still have a skeleton kind of close, so. But no, we're good. That was pretty successful. We got a little over a stack, so. Pretty happy with that amount. And we got some more membrane and all that fun stuff. Because I do need the membrane in case I ever need to either manually repair my elytra, which should never be an issue, or I need a slow falling potion, so it's good to have some of it, because if you do need it, then it's kind of a pain in the ass to get, because you have to wait for phantoms, so it's a little annoying sometimes, but do what I can. But anyways, we're back for the red terracotta, so let's get to that. I think I'm outside of the range. Yeah, I'm definitely outside of the range. It would have. I think I just popped back in too. So this is kind of the hard limit for red terracotta. And I've already pretty much picked all of it dry. So I'm gonna have to either pop in and out of the beacon range or like just move the beacon somewhere else. Or I can just, you know, mine all this normal terracotta and then dye it red later. Because there is a lot of normal terracotta. And it goes down for pretty deep, so. Also, hello, welcome Batteries, how you doing? Just gathering the funny terracotta for today. Ah, it's Charles from yesterday, that's right. True. Just a different account, that's fair, but it's nice to see you again, Charles. I'm just mining all that terracotta again, so I got the rest of my shulker boxes today though, probably about half an hour ago. That's always fun. But it'll probably be another, I'd have to say like 2 weeks or so before I mine out all the rest of this stuff. And then I can start building with it, but it's just gonna take a while. And then I'll have to, I have to find where I want to actually build it to, because I haven't even figured that one out yet either. I know I want it to be in an ocean, but I have to make sure my ocean is big enough for that. So I'll have to see if I can map it out or something to that effect. I could actually use maps for it. It wouldn't look very good from a top-down perspective when it's actually all built, but it will at least help me kind of see, like, you know, if it's actually going to be like the proper size or not. Well, I think I have extra coal because I need more torches, but I'll worry about that here in a moment. Add more of this. Life's pretty solid. I just am kind of taking it easy for today because later tonight and tomorrow, I gotta study for my accounting exam. So, but otherwise, it's been pretty good. I mean, as long as I don't like straight up fail that exam with like a 30, then like I got nothing to worry about. So, I'm pretty happy. Let's see here. Looking for some spare coal because I need more torches. And this is why you always carry spare stuff like that, because, you know, kind of a pain to find without it. That away. In this stream specifically, I'd probably say another 1 to 2 hours, maybe 2.5. Because all I'm doing for right now is mining the terracotta and sand, and then I'm going to be doing a bunch of base work on my actual base. I don't know what I want to do for it, but I got kind of just, I want to get something done with it because it looks fine, but I want to either texture like a bunch of the mountains, or I want to like take the sides out altogether and replace them with like a bunch of colored terracotta, just to add some kind of like, you know, diversity to the walls and all that, because it's all bland, it's all dirt, and it doesn't look too good, but it's at least a good foundation. So I just have to figure out if I either want to texture it to make it look like, you know, a little bit more natural, or if I just want to just say fuck it and just try and make it all like artificial with like a bunch of nice colors and see how that turns out. It could be good, might not be, but who knows. I think maybe if I can find a gravel patch too, I might even be able to make I might even be able to make a bunch of it with concrete or concrete powder too, just for some more like vibrant colors. Is I recently just found a design, and I'll build it sometime in the future, but I found an actual like wither rose farm that, you know, I could probably build. I don't need a whole bunch of wither roses, I just need I really just use them for dye, honestly, so I just need a couple of them. I could build a squid farm. Oh, true. Yeah, I just have to well, because I want it to be kind of easier to get to, which gravel ain't really that hard to get at the bottom of the ocean. Like I could always just go put up a conduit or something for it too, but I want something a little bit more on land. But actually, you know what? No, I'll do it in the ocean now that you mention it, because I do have to hollow out like a lot of the ocean anyways, so I'd have to get rid of all the water first and then like actually do it. Because the column that I'm building for the funny like big base is like gonna go down to the bottom of the world and it's gonna be completely hollow. So I'm gonna have to like dig all that stuff out anyway. So might as well try and get a head start and actually use the gravel for concrete if I can. Because concrete's pretty nice. It's even nicer now that I actually have like a dye farm and all that, and I've got easy access to pretty much every dye. Now that I have bone meal too. But I'll worry about that one a little later. We've already got our first shulker box. And we're about halfway there with the second, so that's cool. Yeah, you can build a like in a flower forest, there's like a you go to a flower forest and you just have like a bunch of pistons, bone meal, and then bone meal, a bunch of grass. And then like the pistons move back and forth, and they always spawn like the exact same flowers on any given block. So like if you build it in like in a very specific spot in like some flower forest, you can farm like probably like 3/4 of the game's dye is like really easy. You can get like light gray dye and blue dye and white dye and orange dye and red dye and like magenta and pink and all these different colors. There's just a couple you can't get, like green and like lime green. You can't do it with that. You can't do it with black or I think it's like black, brown, green, and like lime green. Those are the only ones you can't like farm with just a flower farm. So you have to like do other stuff to get those. But flower farms are really good for getting pretty much every other dye though. So I went ahead and built one like quite a long time ago, but it was only for like light gray and like blue dye. Is you can use the two tall flowers, like the like rose bushes and sunflowers and all that stuff to get like all the other different kinds of dye pretty easy. But the only ones I had a hard time really getting were like blue dye and light gray dye. And then, well, those were the only other ones you could get with flowers. The other ones I have to do like other farms for, like a squid farm or like a wither rose farm. I've got a wither skeleton farm, so I can actually farm white dye with bone meal and all that. But otherwise, it's just kind of weird because I'm only short like a couple of colors, and then I'll be able to get a lot of different stuff. So, and mainly green dye is the biggest pain in the ass because you can make like orange and purple dye, like like primary colors and all that shit, like red, yellow, and blue and all that. You can make orange dye with red and yellow. You can make purple dye with red and blue, but for some reason, you can't make green dye with yellow and blue, even though that is like still just like normal color wheel stuff. And like you can do that with the other two secondary colors, so why can't you do it with blue or not blue, green? Excuse me. But either way, it's not too big of a deal. I'd have to build a cactus farm for it. I'm not too worried about it because I don't ever really need green dye. I'm fine with just having like little bits of it, but it would still be nice for. And my keyboard's being wacky again. How fun! Only does that whenever I play Minecraft, but yeah, I just want to have access to every color, just so that way it makes my life a lot easier. So I can actually use color. Because one of the other reasons why I used to always use like stone and stuff is because well, stone's easy to get a hold of. It looks pretty solid, and then like you don't have to really dye it. And then you can still make like a ton of other variants without having to have like dyes and whatnot. But fuck that for now. We're changing things up, so I'm actually try and add a bunch of color to stuff for once. That ought to go well. Probably. Hopefully. But it won't matter until I get the main structure done. And then I can start adding color to the city, and then like my actual base just needs color too. Because it's all kinda like stone and like wood right now, so it needs a little bit more stuff. Yes, I do. I don't have like the god armor where it's like, fire protection 4 and like blast protection 4, all that kind of stuff. That used to be a thing, like in a 1.14 snapshot, or I think it was 1.14.2 specifically you could do that, but I've got like full protection 4 on everything, and like good elytra. I even put on breaking 3 and mending on a flint and steel. So, but yeah, nothing's gonna be able to kill me except for a charge creeper. But what are the odds of that? But yeah, god armor, very helpful, very useful, makes the game very easy, and I don't got nothing to worry about. I've even got perfect enchants on all my tools. I only own one sword though, but I got 2 of every main tool, so I've got like Fortune 3 and Silk Touch on pickaxes, on shovels, on axes, and on hoes. The other axe and the other hoe are in a shulker box right now because I don't really need them for the moment, but they are there and they're helpful. They're a little bit niche, but they are helpful. So, although I am thinking about making a copy of this sword, but with like Smite 5 on it instead of Sharpness 5. So then if I ever want to like, I don't even know what the fuck I would use it for honestly, because I like Sharpness 5 better because it is like a lot more general. So, and then I have Smite 5 on my axe for like zombie pigmen and all that in the Nether in case I need them out of the way. I just mock them once with it and gone. And you don't even have to crit with an axe on it too to kill him because it already does so much with the axe and then also Smite 5. So you don't even have to land a critical hit, which is nice. But I've got like a lot of good stuff in place in this world, so I don't really have anything left to fear, honestly. Except for maybe the Warden, but that's not out yet, so that doesn't count. And when that does come out eventually, I will be I'm gonna build like an ice boat path from like on the roof of the Nether all the way like 1,000 blocks out. So that way we can go to like a bunch of new chunks and then we can go try and fight the Warden. Go see if we can find an ancient city, all that kind of fun stuff. Oh, it might take me a bit, but it should be doable. And then I can just break into the bedrock and all that up in the ceiling. That won't be too hard. Yeah, all I've done today so far is really just kind of like basic chores where like, I got out and I got like 70 shulker shells to get the rest of my shulker boxes for this project. Right now I'm just getting the terracotta and the sand, and then, I'm gonna go smelt the sand when I get back, and then we'll go do some base works. At least that'll be a nice change of pace, and that's gonna take a couple hours, so I won't get the whole thing done in one sitting, obviously, but considering I got the resources now, I can actually like do a lot more than I used to be able to do. That ought to be fun. But yeah, this will be our 11th, I think, shulker box of red terracotta, so we're about a fifth of the way there terracotta-wise. But we still need another 39 after this, so not out of the woods just yet. This is one of those things you kind of have to just like chip at it a little bit each day and not really try and rush all of it, because yeah, it is a lot, like seriously. Also, thank you for the follow, person named Glue Tastes Good. That's very funny. Only glue was edible though. Which what? Oh, aren't like shoot, icing. That's that's the word I was looking for. Icing's kind of like glue, and that's edible, so that counts probably. But only glue was real. Either way, appreciate the follow, so thank you for that. But yeah, I still have a little bit too much terracotta left to get, so we'll see how well that goes. But it's something I'm just gonna be doing over the course of like the next couple of weeks, and if we only need 39 and I get 3 a day, then I should have it done after about 2 weeks, so. True, Jello is edible and it is similar to glue. It's all like shoot, what is it, like collagen and like bone marrow and things of that nature, right? Something to that effect. Forget what they put in Jello. I haven't had it in a while. I've made like Jello pudding, but not like actual like Jello. Ah, it is all that stuff. Good to know. I gotta have like Jello again sometime. I just haven't been in the mood to really eat it for a while because it's fine, but pudding's where the money's at. Putting these nuts in your mouth. Lamau, got him. But for real though, pudding's pretty good. So. We're almost done with this box. Just another 3 3/4, and then we'll move on to the sand, and then we'll go ahead and do some base work. And yeah, that ought to be fun. Oh, we've already got it, so we'll go ahead and pick the rest of this up, and then we'll go pack up the boxes, and we'll go get that sand. So yeah. Um. See, fun fact, you're actually the second person to ask me this question. And the first person who asked me this, right, was like, "Hey, do you wanna?" And I was like, "Sure." And then they asked if I was a Dream Stan, and I kind of blinked out, so I said, "Sure," like, "Yeah, okay, I guess I am." And then they fucking blocked me. So I mean, I am interested in it, and I'm not a Dream Stan, just to get that one out of the way, in case people are picky about that one too. But no, I'm not. I watch his stuff, but I'm not a stan, etc. Funny disclaimer, but again, can have respect for the Manhunt videos. They're at least fun to watch. But regardless of that, though, yeah, I'd be interested in it. Although I will let you know ahead of time, though, and it's up to you at this point. But like I can try some of the like if you do like role playing or something like that, I can try that. But I'm definitely not very good at that stuff, so it's not too interesting to me. So I won't really be too active with roles and stuff. But it's just gonna be me playing the like. I'll still talk to people, obviously, like on a voice chat or whatever. But if it's anything like role playing or lore, that's not quite my thing. So, but it's up to you at that point. We're just here for the sand right now. So, oh, okay, yeah, then that's perfect. Then, if you'd like to, I guess just I'll send my Discord tag and all that too. But yeah, I'd be down for that. I gotta mine some sand though, really quick. Uh, that was ominous. Right before I hit the ground. Let me double check my Discord tags. I always seem to forget what it is. So just I guess DM me sometime later or anything like that. Oh, that works too. Alrighty, sweet. Let me double check. It is 2707. Alrighty. Dang, if only I could actually see in the dark, but oh well. But there's and it highlights my name, but it's just literally my Twitch name, and then the funny Discord tag numbers and all that. So you got as much time as you need. I'm not really in any rush for that stuff, so I really do appreciate the offer, though. It's pretty nice. That ought to be fun. All right, cool. I will put this down. I did too. All right, we'll go say hi to that wandering trader real quick. I gotta reopen Discord. Too much stuff to manage. I hope I can get a if I get this interview, man, and this internship too that comes with it. I'm hoping I'm gonna save up for a second monitor. Ooh, pufferfish buckets. Dang it! I always am in need of those. Shoot. I don't know. Fuck it, I'll just kill him. Actually, no, I can catch him. Well, you know what? We'll catch him. Fine. Get back here. Come on. Dude, come on. Rude. Oh, cool. There we go. Alright, see you out there. I appreciate the offer, so let's see how that goes. Let me open it back up. There we go. Alrighty, yeah, so whenever you get that ready, just feel free to send it my way, and yeah. Got just a little bit of sand, so I need another 3 shulker boxes, so that'll be fun. I might get 5 today, depending, because I did get 5 boxes of red terracotta one time, so I kind of want to even it back out with the sand, so. This is pretty much the only good way to mine sand. There might be better ways, but I'd have to find them. I haven't actually put any away yet. Oh, hey Kaylee, welcome back. Been a little bit. I also streamed really late last night too, so that one was kind of weird, but how you doing? I'm just still trying to get all this sand, because at that point of the funny stream again, where I still have to go get a massive amount of it, so that's always fun. I got my other shovel, that's good. Fair enough. I mean, I did start it at like about midnight Eastern time, so I mean, I was doing other stuff for the rest of the day too. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I went to the grocery store yesterday, which is kind of why that was so late, because I ended up taking a nap like right when I came back. But yeah, I'm just kind of in the process of just getting all this sand again, and then later tonight I got to go study for my accounting exam, so hopefully that one will go good, because I haven't exactly studied for that class in a little bit. I didn't do the homework for I did the homework, but I didn't do enough of it for Module 8 to really be comfortable with it, so I'm gonna actually have to like really buckle down and like make sure I relearn a lot of this stuff. Because apparently this next exam is a lot more like formulaic, so there's like actual like numbers and stuff involved, like a lot more. But nothing new baking wise for right now. I'm just still chugging along. I love cupcakes and I love my cookies, so I still just like sticking with those, but just trying some other food too. And yeah. Ah, it's a third life server. That's what that is, huh? Fair enough. Okie dokie. That's what that's about. Also, hey, welcome, Bean Junior. How you doing? But yeah, studying's fun. Well, not really that it's fun, but like, I mean, as long as you can do it right, man, like it's not as bad. But I just gotta make sure I score like at least like a 70 or an 80 on that exam. So I gotta make sure I keep up with my grades. But thank you for the follow, Bean Junior. Really appreciate it. So hey, welcome back, Daffy. And this place is starting to get a lot more lively. But I'm not even doing a lot today. I'm still just mining sand and terracotta. Oh, I did get some shulker shells, but that was quite a while ago by now, so. But we're just mining a bunch of sand, and we'll see how that goes. Might have to switch shovels at some point. Oh, I finally did get some spare gunpowder too at some point, so I can start making fireworks again. I have enough in reserves, but I just have to I have to make sure I keep up with them because I don't want to like overuse them and then not have any. Oh, that shit just started despawning. Wait, no, wait. I didn't mean to ignore all this sand. Yeah, I need as much of this as I can get a hold of, so give me a moment here. But yeah, we're just I might go for 5 shulker boxes instead of 3 today, just so I'm back on par with the terracotta, so I guess I'll have another 4 left. But once I get all this sand, because I'll have 11 boxes of terracotta and then 11 of sand and glass, so like, well, I'm only about at a fifth of the way there, so I've actually gotten the terracotta done for today, but that only means I have like 11 shulker boxes of it, and I need 50, so I got another like 39 left. So I'm at least making progress. It's just gonna take a very long time to make the rest of it, but I'm getting there though. It's just one of those things you kind of have to like just do in little bits at a time and just kind of keep working on it. Over the course of like about a month or something. So it's just something I gotta make sure I can like keep up with. And the other thing too is the reason why I'm actually pacing myself is so I don't get burnt out of this. So why I'm only limited to like 3 a day, sometimes 5, but that one just kind of depends if I want to do 5 or not. I mean, yeah, it is like better, but man, it's just 50 of sand and then 50 of red terracotta, and then I'm gonna have to start building it, which is the other issue because like mining all this stuff is significantly faster than placing all of it back down. So I also have to make sure I pace myself for the sphere too when I build it. Because I think reasonably I can build like 10 layers of it per day, and since it goes all the way up to 256 layers, should reasonably take about a month to like put the sphere into place as long as I keep up a good pace with that. And then then I have to build a column, and then I have to hollow out the entire column all the way down to bedrock, and that's about 1.6 million blocks. So I'm not looking forward to that because that one's gonna take a while too. So it's never gonna end, and that's kind of the point of it. Because I always want something to work towards, so that way if I could pull it off, it would be very cool. But I can't pull it off. I can't pull it off, but I think I can do it. So it's just gonna take some time. I mean, hey, we've already flattened out quite a large chunk of this desert too. Of course, I got plenty more I can use, but it's still cool. And we'll go ahead and dump some of that away. If I get some more space. Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty busy. I mean, busy in game, busy for real. Like, I got a lot of stuff going on in my life right now, but it's all good stuff at least. So, because I'm hoping to get that interview. It'll be Monday tomorrow, so I should hopefully start. That guy really just killed himself, huh? But I should start hearing back from the other recruiter if I'm actually gonna be able to do an interview or not. If I can't, I can't. But if I could, that would be very cool because that means I can save up some money and get some work experience. But it's gonna be pretty busy. My exam that I'm getting ready to take tomorrow is gonna be a quarter of my grade. So that's why I'm like I have to get at least like a 70 on it or something for myself because anything lower than that and I'd probably end up like risking a C in that class, and I'd rather not do that. But I still keep up on the homework, so I shouldn't be at like too terrible of a risk. But I just have to make sure I really sit down and do good on it, which is where half the other issues coming from. But yeah, a quarter of my grade from this one exam, so as long as I at least pass it with like a 70, I really shouldn't have to worry. Yeah, it is pretty scary, but I guess as long as I pass it and I pass the class in general, then it should be fine. Because I mean, I'm pretty solid at this accounting stuff. I just have to I really have to make sure I look over some of the definitions a bit more and really make sure I learn the formula as well. Just given a formula sheet on this exam, so that helps out a lot, but they're not very useful if you don't know actually how to use them or when to use them, so I need to learn that specifically. Go toss this sand away. Oh wow, I already got a second one done. That's cool. Yeah, I'm actually in like college right now, so I haven't been to middle school in quite a long time, so I can't relate as much anymore. But either way, dude, well, actually, I can't even relate to being an eighth grader in general because I ended up skipping eighth grade when I was a kid. So, well, half of it was skill, but the most of it was luck because I had to like really speed run to make sure I got into high school a lot quicker because I hated my middle school. So, just out of spite, pretty much, I did all of like a year's worth of stuff over the summer just to get it done. And then I went to high school when I was like just barely 13 years old, which, what? It's very awkward. Okay, so there seems to be a group of guys who would like to say hi to me, so we're gonna go ahead and murder all of them. Except for the banner guy, we're gonna burn that guy alive. So they gotta go. Okay, you know, aiming's fun and all, but unfortunately I'm not very good at it. Here we go. Oh shoot. Yeah, I did pretty much speedrun school, not gonna lie. It took a while, but... We'll let him kill himself, it's fine. There we go. And we'll go ahead and sleep. Imagine no W. I should say no, I thought it said like no W, like no worries, but dang, fair enough. But yeah, I mean, the school was fine. I didn't like it growing up because I got into a lot of trouble usually, so. But I've kind of grown out of that luckily, so nothing to really worry about. Spoiler alert, high school sucks. College is infinitely better. So just get good in high school, makes your life easier getting into college because you either got to go to college or you got to go to a trade school because, you know, you have to have something extra. So very important to kind of be prepared. I'll go ahead and have some spares, right? Yeah. I didn't quite bring enough today because I didn't think I was going to actually go for 5, but I thought it'd be fun. I do that a lot, honestly, where I just forget what I was saying or what I was typing, so then it just... Some days it's worse than others, like it just becomes incoherent sometimes, so I gotta work on that for myself a little bit more, but it's honestly not too big a deal. But we'll get those 5 boxes of glass today, and we'll actually switch out the shovel, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, I'm in Florida too, actually. I'm out in Orlando right now. Orlando's funny. I got Universal and like, you know, Epcot's not too far with Disney World, and then that's pretty much it. I mean, Orlando's a city though, it's pretty cool, but I haven't really been around it quite enough yet to really like... Also, not owning a car means I can't really go anywhere either, so that doesn't help me. Oh, are we at day 300 already? Oh, we have been. Oh, shoot. Oops. Oh, hey, day 300. That's crazy, but I kind of blanked out on that one. So it was coming up yesterday. Like, we were like day 290 something, but I went out and I did all that shulker shell farming. I guess I just kind of forgot about it, so... Panama City. Yeah, I mean, Florida's funny and all, but, I mean, I'm looking to move at some point. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but... Maybe I'll just move somewhere else in Florida, just, you know, better. I don't know where, but I'll figure that one out later. But I gotta go where there's a good bit of money to be made, because, you know, I'd like to own a house one day. That would be very cool. But it's a lot harder now than it used to be, so I have to be a little careful. Like we're getting close though. Dude, yeah, we're doing good. Going to Connecticut in about 3 years. Yeah, I mean, I've been out of the state like once. I went to Michigan like one time, and then that was fun. And then it snowed, and then that was also fun. And then yeah, that's pretty much been it. I don't really get too many chances to leave the state. Although I did get to go on a cruise one time, but I don't really count that because we were like barely in Mexico for like a day, and it was like it was a tourist town in Mexico, wasn't like an actual like town, so not really quite nothing. Oh, we also went to Haiti too, which again like touristy part of Haiti, not like Haiti. So, but man, they certainly know how to give people heart attacks from driving buses out there. Like man, it just ooh. Genuinely worst part of that trip was the bus ride because I just oh my god. What do we got? Oh, still just sand. Thought that was a lava pit, but it was just kind of a weird little divot. Haiti does look pretty good, but when you're farther like inland with actually like being near the cities and all that stuff, it does get to be like a lot like they're a lot more impoverished, which can't really do anything about per se, but it's just different, which is cool. But man, seriously, the buses, dude, like it's a nice country in terms of like the mountains and the landscapes and all that kind of stuff, but man, it's just completely different change of pace compared to America. Well, then again, I was only there for like a day, so I don't really get to really say anything about it, but either way. Oh, looks like I still have some sand over there I need to go pick up. That's our third box. So we just need another 2 boxes and then we should be out of here. And I'll have to go use the lava farm again and all that. At least that turns out a bunch of lava. Because I haven't actually really had to worry about fueling that furnace over there, so that's good. Because normally that takes quite a bit of stuff. Yeah, I'm glad I ended up settling on a red terracotta instead of stone because it pairs a lot nicer with glass than stone bricks do. Because that would have been quite a challenge regardless. Imagine tutoring. That is floating sand. Imagine tutoring. Couldn't be me. Maybe one day, but I mean, I don't know if I'd have enough patience to be like a teacher of some kind, obviously, because I've got enough patience for stuff, but I'm also not very good at explaining stuff either, so that's kind of a fundamental issue. And I don't want to just be like one of those like teachers or professors who just like reads from the book and then just kind of collects their paycheck, like I do that for pretty much any other job, but not really that one. But not too big a deal. Oh yeah, for the S&P, that's pretty solid. We gotta get that stuff figured out too, but yeah, it looks like it's just more of a third lace at S&P, so that ought to be fun too. I won't do too good because I'm not very good at PvP, but maybe I can practice. Who knows? Not like it'd be that big of a deal. But yeah, those teachers, like my business essentials teacher for my math class, he's one of those teachers where like the teaching assistants carry the class, but the actual professor, he does not. Like he'll just read from the book, and then the homework he gives are all like ripped straight from like the textbook, and then he barely explains like the stuff himself. So like if you have any questions, go ask the teaching assistant or go read the book. Otherwise, it's not his problem. But that's not exactly this. It's not uncommon in college, but it's not really the standard. Like I do have some professors who actually like read stuff, so actually do good. Fair enough. I mean, as long as everybody, well, not everybody being PvE, but as long as a good chunk of people are, that at least ought to make things a little bit easier for me. Not that it has to be easier for me, but, you know, still nice. I'm not too good at fighting, but I'm at least solid enough at, like I'm really good at, like, getting a bunch of, like, very good, like, early game stuff done, so, like, you know, getting some, like, very rough villager stuff done, you know, things of that nature. That's my jam, so I'm pretty well adapted for that. Because goddamn it, I have to do so much stuff with villagers all the time, and it sucks, and I don't like it. But because I don't like it, and I've had to do it all the time, I've gotten really good at doing it in a really quick and a lazy way. So that way I still get all the benefits, but none of the drawbacks, and it's great. But man, it still is annoying, so. Oh, true, yeah. I'll leave that one kind of more up to you. I'm fine with starting whenever. I might be, depending on this internship I get or not, which honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I hope I do, but that shouldn't really get in the way regardless. So, but I'm pretty much fine to start whenever, more or less, unless you know I say otherwise, because I don't really have a lot else going on right now. So, oh dang, good luck out there, Glue. But I think this is what we're on our fourth shulker box of sand, so we don't really have too much more to do. So we'll get the fifth one, and then we'll be out of here. And I'll just go smelt it, and then we'll do some base work. So I'm just gonna leave the sandstone in place, and I'll eventually flatten out the sandstone. But I think it'd be funny to like really just destroy this entire desert, like get rid of all the sand, and it's only like sandstone or something. Because why not? Not like anyone's gonna stop me. Because yeah, but there should be the fourth shulker box done, I think. So we'll go ahead and put this away, and then we'll go to sleep, and then we'll get the fifth one. There we go. And this is number 5 here. We're almost done with this for today, so we're a fifth of the way there on terracotta and a fifth of the way there on glass, so only another 40 of each, and then we'll be able to start building. Although that one won't be easy either, so I mean, at least like Florida is like funny because of the heat, but you don't want to be here during the summer because it gets too hot sometimes. Like, I've lived here all my life, so I can tolerate it pretty well, but I don't know if I'm going to be saying that in the summer when I actually have to go get groceries again. Because, man, that was a nightmare last year. It gets pretty hot. And while you guys may have to deal with snowstorms, damn, that's crazy, toilet moment, but we have to deal with hurricanes out here, and, like, you know, I feel like I don't know if a snowstorm or a hurricane is worse, to be honest, because they both kind of got their own, like, pros and cons, but, you know, I don't think at least a snowstorm can, like, usually rip apart your house, but then again, that does make it harder to reverse. But then so does a hurricane, so like, I don't know, but pros of a hurricane, well, um, I mean, shoot, I don't know, like, pros of having a snowstorm, you probably don't lose your house. Pros of having a hurricane, probably none. At least you don't freeze to death, I guess. Um, but the cons of both of them is that they both fucking suck, so you don't want to have either of them if you can help it, obviously. Not that you could help it, but, you know, dang, hurricanes are... Well, I've only been through one hurricane, believe it or not. It's... Even though, I've lived in, like, southern Florida, like, my whole life, so, I mean, I thought I would have seen more by now, but I think I've technically been through 2, but the first one was when I was, like, a baby, so, but... Oh, true. Like, yeah, you guys, because they do tend to come up like all the East Coast, and then they make it up to like, I think like the Toronto area or some stuff like that, maybe Quebec or whatever. But Yeah, you guys get it a lot weaker, but when Florida gets a hurricane, because we're right by the Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico, and it's all that warm water too, how down south it is, we get hit with the brunt of it usually if it comes to us, or sometimes it just like stays on the East Coast and it goes to like North Carolina or something. But when we had a Hurricane Irma hit us a couple of years ago. I think it'll be like 5 years ago or something this September, and no, we were lucky at the time because we lived in a renovated house that was like it was basically just like a World War II like radio room, but they renovated it to be like a like a split house. So there's just a wall in the middle, and then like one family lives on one side, the other family on the other side. So that stuff was made out of like concrete, like made out of like full like concrete bricks, and then like they filled those bricks with like concrete. So like they nothing could break through it. But imagine being near a big city in Quebec, or not in Quebec in Canada. Couldn't be me. But yeah, when that hurricane hit, though, we lost power for 2 weeks. So like that sucked. The food part wasn't really that big of a deal, and like having no internet wasn't really that big of a deal either because we still had stuff to do. It was just boring, but it was like safe. So, but like we pretty much didn't lose anything for our house. Like I think like a tree got knocked down at one point, but like that was it. Because we got hit with like a Category 4 hurricane. So like I don't know how much it is in kilometers, but I think it's like about 150, 160 mile per hour winds for like a Category 4. So it's very serious when that happens because big damage, and that's no good. Um, Not like I don't know because we did have. I think I've only ever really heard, and I never was in one, but I have heard like in the neighboring city there was a tornado at one point that kind of just appeared from the hurricane. And I mean I've heard too that yeah they are pretty scary because like well they just kind of happen, but we don't really get a lot of tornadoes. Funny enough, like we get hurricanes every now and then, but not like full blown tornadoes or nothing that come from them because they're a lot smaller. Either go big or go home here, unfortunately. So, which I mean, I don't like we don't get too many tornadoes, but it kind of feels like we should just because of how flat it is. But I don't know. I don't know how they regularly form, so it's not really for me to say when we should be getting more or not. But it's just weird. There's just a lot of wind, and they blow stuff around, but after they're just that. But I think tornadoes are usually like not as bad as hurricanes, but depending on the wind, they can be a lot worse. Well, if it hits the wrong area too and like destroys that area, then they're a lot worse. But half the issue comes from like being in the right spot at the right time. Because if you aren't in the right spot at the right time when something like that hits, then it's just a lot worse and stuff happens. Wow, I've actually gone through my shovels quite a bit. I'll have to go repair these at some point. And same with the pickaxes. We'll go repair those too, but that won't be too hard. But we're almost done with all the sand for today, so that's good. Not to worry about this again. Well, I don't have to worry about it again for today, so it is cold and warm. See, that's the issue. It's never cold here, like period. Like the coldest it gets is like during the winter, and even then it's like 40 degrees in like February for like a couple days at most. But like today it was like 70 something. I think tomorrow it's gonna be like 80 something again. So we don't ever really have any like cold days that are like in like even in like the 50s or something. We just don't have that. That's probably why we don't really get them too much, if at all, because there's never a good enough mix for it to happen. It's always just hot air and like no cold air anywhere, so gotta have everything for it to happen. That should be it on sand, I think. So I'll go ahead and pack this stuff up and then go get it smelted. Oh, and I had to bring back some emeralds. So I'm gonna trade with that guy over there. Yeah, we got our sand, so that's cool. I took a bit. Go ahead and get this dumped away. We'll get that put away. I did actually have extra glass. Dang, negative 16 Celsius. That's like negative 40 over here. Good lord. That's quite a lot. Like, negative 40, negative. Oh, Jesus. Ain't negative 70. Hang on, I gotta double check. It can't be negative 70 like Fahrenheit. What, negative 60? Oh, that's only 3 degrees Fahrenheit. That's cursed. Huh. That is really cursed. Yeah, 3.2. Dang. Oh, so it's not even freezing yet. I think it's freezing temps or actually no, it is freezing, excuse me, sorry. I'm thinking of like it's Celsius where no, it's Fahrenheit where it's like 32 degrees for the freezing point, and then Celsius is like 0 degrees, so I kind of blinked out on that one, but that should be silk touch, yep. Taking this, and we got our sand. All 5 boxes of that. We got our red terracotta for today. And then we'll come back with some emeralds because this guy sells buckets of pufferfish, and I want the buckets of pufferfish, but I don't have any emeralds, so I'll have to come back and get that. Because it's pretty important, so let's just hop over into the nether. Oh, and I should have made a boat, but I think it's too big of a deal. Yeah, 0 is freezing for Celsius and all that. Like, funny Fahrenheit system, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but unfortunately that's just how I've grown up with it, so it's not ever too late to relearn it, but it's just kind of a bit of a pain to do it, so yeah, 16 or below Celsius would be freezing. That's about right. Oh wait, no, excuse me. It was negative 32 Fahrenheit that was freezing, I think. God, I'm like blinking out on everything. I'm sorry. No, fuck. Wait, it was. Yeah, it was 32 degrees Fahrenheit that's freezing, and then 0 Celsius is freezing. God, I'm like just being bad today. Dang. Maybe I should study because I can't be forgetting stuff like that. But we'll go ahead and take the boat back. We'll go ahead and get this red terracotta put away. We'll get the glass put away. Well, not the glass. We'll get the sand put away into the super smelter, and then we'll turn it into glass at some point. And then I have to go get my tools fixed at the trading hall, so that won't take too long either. It's really not that big of a deal if I don't get the pufferfish buckets, to be honest. They're not all too important, so I think I'll just honestly leave them there. Yeah. I just keep forgetting that sometimes. When I talk to enough people overseas, I should be able to know that, but then again, I haven't really had a need for it, so. But we're gonna go ahead and get this, why did I come down here? I need to put these away. My ender chest is up there, not actually down here, so. Although I should move it or make another one. But sweet, that is 11 out of 50, so we still have all of these shulker boxes left to go. So, again, no small feat by any stretch of the word, so that's still fun. Go ahead and pack this back up. My keyboard is being bad again. Not cool, not appreciated. I've really got to get a new one that's wired. But I don't have the money for it right now. Alright, I'll have to take the buckets out. And actually, these need to be put down too. There we go. And then here's the second box of sand. So we'll get this one figured out too. Shouldn't really be too hard or nothing. It's just, just waiting for it to smelt is the hard part, honestly. But this stuff keeps up pretty well, so I'm not really too worried about it. Plus, I can do other stuff in the meantime. Like get my tools fixed and actually start and work on the base again, so. Go ahead and turn these on. But I'm gonna have to go refill the lava. And we're gonna put this back. And there should be 16 buckets in here. Yep. That's 8, and then we'll go grab the other 8, and then but yeah, seriously, build a lava farm if you ever get a chance to do it, because man, it is very nice to have. Means I gotta have I don't want to run out of fuel, which is cool, because running out of fuel is not really a fun problem to have. That means you have to go out of your way to get more, and no, I don't want to do that. But we've already got enough to put in another shulker, so we'll go ahead and move this down. Thanks. Thanks for the good luck, and good luck with yours too, because exam studying is never fun, so good luck with that, and hope you do well. Oh, glass. There we go. Just this little bit. Alright, we got another shulker box of glass, so we're sitting at 7 right now. So we got another 43 to go. Yeah, good luck out there. We'll turn these into planks or sticks later. I'm gonna go grab some emeralds or something. Get these. Here we go. Here we go. I will buy some more glass and all that too again. Oh, that's right, they haven't actually refreshed yet, so I have to wait a little bit. Shouldn't take too long though. And we're gonna turn some of the paint or some of the glass blocks into panes because I kind of need the panes. So that shouldn't be too bad either. Actually, I think I got some spares in here, so. Here we go. We'll go ahead and just dump all these into there. That should be all the glass trades for today. Just double checking though. Nope. Just making sure I got enough ender pearls too. These are important to have. We'll go ahead and put away some of this spare food and whatnot. Which we got quite a lot of it now, which is great. I shouldn't have to go hungry ever. It's good. I'll go ahead and put those away. So I use these for my elytra and all that. And then we'll just trade away some of these panes. So good to be able to get just enough experience to fix up everything. So. Yeah, that's pretty much everything, so we'll go ahead and pack away these panes and all that stuff. Then we'll be out of here. Move these emeralds here. I'll put these away. We got a bunch of extra glass too. Quite a bit of extra glass, so. And we'll go ahead and start on a base work, so don't have to get a whole bunch for it done. I just need to do some stuff with some wood for now, and I need to decide if I either want to terraform, or not terraform, if I either want to do texturing, if I want to just make them all like solid colors, because it's too flat and even. So it either needs to be like different colors, like really vibrant colors, and then I do some texturing on those, or if I want it to actually be like dirt with texturing. Do I want it to be colors with texturing, or do I want it to be dirt with texturing? It might be dirt with texturing, but maybe I'll kind of just mess around with it and we'll see what looks better. But or it could be a mix of the two. Like some of these could be dirt, like on the more hilly parts, but on these parts here, it's more kind of like a mini city. Then we'll use more of the colored blocks like terracotta and concrete. So I might go with that instead. But we'll figure it out. I got plenty of time. Go ahead and the rest of this put away. We're pretty good on materials, so we'll go pick up some spare wood and all that. I'm gonna take another shulker box. I'll just kind of go ahead and get started. So I want to do trimming on some of these with wood, but I don't know which one. So we're just gonna kind of figure it out, and we'll go from there. Like these smaller ones can be fine, but I think like this bigger one, for example, could benefit from having wood. No. Oh shoot. This is gonna be harder than I thought. Oh boy. Because at the end, I do want some of these to have this kind of wood, but maybe not everything, but enough. I don't know. It seems like it's a bad idea. I did something like this where and it'll turn to dirt eventually too. I think if I added some more depth or something, this part, it might help a little bit with some of the stuff, but again, I'm not really too sure. Oh shoot. Because I do want these wider ones at the bottom to have these like railing parts for sure. It does help kind of for like foundation stuff, but at the same time I don't really know. I do like that it opens it up a bit more, but I need to add more depth, so I think this is at least a better start than the other stuff, so we'll just kind of take out some of this stuff here. We'll add some like pillars in like the kind of in the centers a little bit just to help break it up a little bit so it's not all flat, and then I can have them be segmented with like different colors. But I got to bake some buildings kind of into the size of these things too, to some extent, just so there's a little bit more like depth, and you know, it's too flat. all of it's just too flat right now. So that needs to be fixed. Hmm. I mean, see how it breaks it up a little bit more, so it's not like just all flat, and it also actually makes sense. Like it's actually got like structure to it now. I think I just need to do this a little bit more, but idea is there at least. And then we can like replace these with different kind of colored terracotta, or this could be a good testing ground too, actually. To see if I want like just textured dirt, or if I want colored terracotta for like a lot of it. So we'll go ahead and kind of take this time to figure that one out. Yeah. And we'll put in some grass. Hopefully that helped out a bit with the oh, that definitely does help a lot more with the depth issue that I had, where this was all too flat, but now it's broken up a lot more. That's better. Hmm. It's also functional too, because with the jump boost beacon, I can actually get up and down to these places. I'll have to get some more dirt and grass. Now, coarse dirt is gravel and dirt to make coarse dirt. Um, so we're going to be using some of that to hopefully help with texturing. So I should have enough plain terracotta too, because you can't re-dye terracotta once it's already been dyed, but luckily we've got a little bit of spare from like some other shenanigans. Um, so we're gonna get into one of the dirt chests really quickly. Please. It's all dirt, but this one should have a nice mix of stuff, and keep my gravel in here. Here we go. That's a fair amount. We'll go ahead and put the white one back. We'll keep this one on me. And then we need the box with all the different colors of dyes. And we'll go ahead and bring these. And I might have to go out and actually get some more terracotta, so I ain't got a whole lot right now. I should have enough to finish it, but this side will be like these two panels will be for like coarse dirt, and I guess brown concrete powder. How does this actually look from afar? Like if I just go ahead and go here. It kind of helps, but you can definitely see where it is, so it does help make it like less uniform. And I'll try it out on that very large one over there, because I'll actually have more ground to work with. But you can definitely see it, but I think if it was on a larger scale, it would be better suited. So if I wanted to do it on that mountain, for example, I could, because it would be better suited for it. But here it's like kind of ugly, I'm not gonna lie. Because it's too small of a space to work with for coarse dirt. It seems like these spaces are too small to texture. Like these tinier cubes are too small to really texture properly. So those ones would be really good for color, but the very large, like flat ones, like those would be very good to texture with coarse dirt and like concrete powder. Because there's so much space to work with there, and also adding more depth in would help out a lot too. I wouldn't have to solely rely on texturing, but you can see how this kind of part looks a lot better just because it's got all this extra depth compared to the compared to all that over there. Alright, this looks a lot cooler and a lot more interesting to look at just compared to this, even when they're made out of the same materials, because of all like the different like lighting that hits, you know, and then also there's more depth. This is just flat. Like, there is a little bit of depth, but it's harder to notice. So I might not even have to texture either of them, but I do want to texture those very like big parts over there. But yeah, this is So we're gonna go ahead and just put this back to dirt for now, and we're gonna go ahead and get some terracotta colors. I don't know what specifically I'd like to use, and I have to be a little careful with it. I don't want to use red for now because I'm already going to be using red everywhere else, so we'll hold off on the red dye. I kind of want like a nicer tone, so we'll try. I don't want to use cyan because that requires green, so I think yellow and white might be a good one to try. Maybe some light gray. Um, I don't think I have any more blue dye. Oh no, I do. I can make some. So we'll just kind of split this up a little bit. We'll do like little like just palettes to like sample. Oh shoot, that's right. You have to use 8 at a time to make dyed terracotta. There we go. Got some blues. Got some light grays. We'll try some white. And then we'll try some yellow. And we'll go ahead and cram the rest of these dyes away for now. That might look better with concrete too on account of it being more vibrant, but that one's something I can kind of mix together too. I'll just do something like that for now, just so I can kind of get like a little rough idea. Maybe I should make a little bit more. We'll make some more, I'll make some more yellow and like blue or white because I'm kind of out. We'll take blue and yellow because they are pretty vibrant too, so that should help out a good bit. The yellow one is more toned down though, but it's not bad. Like some of this can be dirt, like some of these like more protruding ones can be dirt here, but like the actual like background, like this one could stay as dirt, this one could stay as dirt because they're small, but these bigger ones might have to be like maybe colored, or maybe I could have, well, because then if these are all like cubic and they're colored, it doesn't, I don't know if it quite look right, so I might have to go get more terracotta to actually be able to mess around with this a little better. But and who knows, maybe my main issue is just not having enough shit to texture with, so, or enough like depth, because depth definitely did help this first part. Now I like the colors a lot more. Oh, for sure. They would you know, it'd be like a very good mix of like a ton of different colors, so it wouldn't just be like blue and yellow and red and pink, all that kind of stuff. It'd be like pretty much every color I can get my hands on will kind of like spread out. But I do like the colors a lot more. But I'll have to work on that one and see what I want to do, because I need to go get more terracotta if that's the case, and then I'll have to figure out the different color palettes and all that. But I think for that big one there, we can just kind of afford to texture it with like coarse dirt or something, or you know, something like that. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. Oh, maybe we'll add a bunch of the depth stuff first, so we don't actually do any of this stuff with the terracotta or like texturing for a while, because instead we'll just worry about the you know, we'll just worry about everything else first. So we'll kind of leave this one kind of up in the air for now. I'll have to figure out which one looks better a little later. But it should help out a lot if I, you know, actually got some stuff to use, so go ahead and just dirt. Because I think all of this looks great, honestly, even as dirt, it looks great, but texturing it could just make it look that much better. So the main issue is actually being able to do that. But as long as I can add some more like you know, depth and all that to some of these parts, like here on this wall just a little bit, because this part's great. I just need a little bit more in these corner, and then like some of the inland stuff. I think the outer stuff should be more mountainous and like actual like, you know, terrain, which is why we should texture this. But when we start getting more inland and kind of more up into this area, that's when we should be using colored stuff, because this is more going to be for like buildings, and like since it's kind of more tucked away and it's like a lot more visible because it's up this high, it should pop out just that much more. So we'll like, I think we'll texture a ton of these walls. Well, not these walls specifically, but a lot of the outer bits. Like again, that very big part over there with the sheep farm and the potato farm. we'll texture this whole mountain with coarse dirt and some other stuff to help break it up. Maybe some stony bits here and there. Um, but then for a lot more in the inland stuff, with these smaller bits, we'll use like color and like because I do want there to be color, but I also want there to be like a good bit of like natural stuff with this dirt. So um, I'll have to kind of go around at some point and do all that, but we'll save that for another time because I'm getting kind of drowsy right now because I'm a little tired. Been doing this for almost 3 hours again, so I think it's time for me to rest for now, and we'll continue this another day. Probably not tomorrow because again I have exams I'm still very worried about and I'm studying for, so I'll give it more time. I'll just throw some of these in here for now. I should really have a chest with just like generic shulker boxes of like random stuff that I might need. But that's enough for right now. We've gotten quite a good bit of stuff done today. We're getting like, you know, you're getting another 5 boxes of glass out by here, which I should actually check on these. They're empty. These are good. And they've already used up that lava, so we done very good today, so I'm pretty happy with what I've accomplished, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. We'll start more base work tomorrow and stuff too, but I'm just a little tired right now.